2-2. On the ground, trouble here. Renteria bobbles, steps on the bag, and completes a double play. Big play right there for Hermanson, made by his shortstop Edgar Renteria. Womack to third, but two are out.
Unfortunately for Gonzo.
Had a great spring. He led the Cardinals in total bases throughout Grapefruit League play, and that's why he's with the big club. That ball hammered, and we have a tie game. First career big league home run. And after watching this kid in batting practice and that swing right there, it will not be nearly the last.
Their third baseman missed a number of games.
High fly ball, pretty well hit, left center field. Gonzalez at the wall, goodbye. And he's valuable again in 2001.
Mark McGuire also missed considerable time at first base, and Paquette filled in for him. That's one thing about Reynoso. If you go to the plate and you're a hitter and you get yourself in a count.
Balls, 2 strikes. Langford waits. Lined into left center field. That's a base hit. Hermanson will score. Vigna will score. It rolls all the way to the wall. J.D. Drew races home. Langford on his way to third, and he is in there with a 3-run triple to left center field. And the Cardinals have their first lead of the game at 6-4. 2-2 on Pujols. Line fair down the left field line. Scoring is Langford. Pujols on his way to second. He has singled, homered, and doubled. And it's 7-4 St. Louis.
Tell you what, Tom, that's just called good scouting. We told you Pujols, a 13th round draft.
And there's a bullet into center field, a base hit. They're going to wave around Pujols. Finley bobbles the ball, so no play at the plate, and it's 8-4 St. Louis. Now the pitcher Hermanson, who doubled to right center field in this inning, and he has a base hit into left field. Rounding third is Matheny. Throw to the plate, not going to be in time. They throw down to third. The runner safe there. Hermanson with 2 hits in a 7-run Cardinal fifth. And another base hit and another run. Runs for the Cardinals here in the 5th inning, and they have a 6-run lead. Infield in, 2-0. High fly ball, well hit into deep right center field. Finley racing back, and it's in the corner. 2 runs are going to score. Vigna on his way to third, and he is in there with a 2-run triple, his 5th hit of the game, and we are in the 7th inning.
Tommy, we talked all the way back in the 1st inning. I think that was about 4.5 hours ago, as you mentioned. Inkiel's stuff may be almost as good as Randy's.
And that's the ball game. So the Diamondbacks fall in their home opener. St. Louis with an 8-run 5th inning off Armando Reynoso and Mike Morgan. 12-9 winners, and for Tony La Russa's team, their first win of the season. We'll be back in a moment.
At his spot on this club. That was Tuesday in the last week of spring training. A 1-2. Well hit into left field. Did he get enough? At the wall. Welcome to St. Louis, Albert Pujols. 2-0 Cardinals.
Joe, you asked me how he's going to start his career in St. Louis, you'd say, well, if it's a storybook, you did a home run, but you don't want to put that much pressure on him. I guess he didn't mind it.
Here's an 0-2. Oh, he made Shumpert look terrible. 2 out.
So that's the real benefit of Steve Klein. You made him look bad on that breaking ball away.
Here's the 1-2. Walker strikes out. How about Steve Klein, folks? He shouts out as he heads off the field. How's that trade looking? Last position player available for Tony La Russa is Eli Marrero. The 1-1. That gets away. Play at the plate. Cardinals win it on opening day here at home. 3-2. We don't know yet if it's a wild pitch or passed ball. It could very well be a passed ball.
Well, the one thing about, you think about the power sinker, the ball's going to be down, and that ball stayed up, and Name could not hold on to it. So we're still, Larry Walker walking in.
Let's go.
Pitch to J.D. Drew, line left center field, well hit. Surhoff on the run, can't get to it, over his head, one hopping the wall. Edmonds will trot home. It's an RBI double for J.D. Drew, and we're tied 1-1. 16th RBI of the year for Drew, who has 9 homers this year. That's only his second double.
And a good bit of hitting, but sometimes.
Here's the 1-1. In the air. Deep enough to get the run in. Andrew Jones back under it. Vigna tagging at third. He will score. Tagging at second is Polanco. He'll move on over to third. And the Cardinals take a 2-1 lead as the rookie Albert Pujols drives in his 28th run of the year. 2-1 Cardinals.
Away with more walks, because what you trust is the hitter is going to take your pitch and get it out on.
There's that little flare in the right field. Base hit for Renteria. Polanco scores. Edmonds around third. He's home. It's a 2-run single for Edgar Renteria, who did just what we were telling you about. Took a pitch off the plate and down and slapped it the other way and drives home his 7th and 8th runs of the year to make it 4-1.
I'll bet you when we watch the replay.
And the 3-2 to Gilkey. Struck him out. And the St. Louis Cardinals have come to Atlanta and taken the first of the 3-game series. The Braves' offensive woes continue. Cardinals win it 4-2.
And they did it behind a guy who came in here on an 0-for-11 streak. There's
nothing better than winning first place baseball. So School's getting out. That ball might get out too. J.D. Drew, great extension, ties the game.
Well, J.D. Drew ties his ball game up very quickly. First pitch swinging fastball from Jason Beret. And there was no doubt about it.
But she couldn't stay back on that back leg. Consequently was wild in the strike zone. That time he serves it up to Vigna. That crack deep right center. Sosa on the run. Can't get it. It's off the wall. 1 run scores. McGeady Tyler out there. They're going to wave it. EY didn't see the play at the plate. And with 2 outs, Vigna doubles home 2. And the Cardinals lead it 3-1. An error, a walk, and a double on a 3-1 pitch.
Well, you cannot give these Cards any extra outs. The Cubs have given them really 5 outs this inning. The bad throw by Ricky Gutierrez, and then the walk to the pitcher, Darryl Kyle. And then you get to the top of the order, and the little here.
Deuce is wild. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Fastball. Got it. Going over. No runs. 1 hit. No errors. And the Cubs leave them loaded in the 4th. Lower third due up for the. So everybody can back up.
But a left-hand hitter Drew, and he hits the first pitch into right center field. That'll score Edmonds. A 2-out hit by J.D. Drew, his second RBI. And it's not looking real good right now. 5-2 in the fifth.
Boy, it's nothing like a lot of 2-out base hits to break your back.
And, hope for the best. 1 ball, no strikes to Paquette. 5-2 St. Louis. Breaking ball, fly ball. Hammered deep left center field. Buford on the run. Track, wall. She's gone.
Well, you talked about Craig Paquette being a Cub killer last year. Either feast or famine with home runs for Craig Paquette.
Errors for the Cardinals. 2 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Cubs, and that error was a very big one. Chop toward Pujols at third. His hit streak at home came to an end, but the Cardinals' winning ways continue. St. Louis has won its 5th consecutive game. They moved to within a game and a half of first in the Central as they beat the Cubs by a final score of 7-2. As Don Baylor ponders that lineup card, Joe, you have to wonder if he'll be pondering some changes for tomorrow's game 2.
Well, it's not too much he can do. I mean, the Cubs have to be patient. They're not showing up patience. Swing a lot of first pitches, but they need to come out and set a tone. And they have not done that. Get the sticks going somehow, some way.
That pitch. Kerry Wood barking at the home plate umpire Tim Sheeta. That ball split in the middle of the plate, and Wood walks home Pujols to make it a 2-1 game. You never see Kerry Wood argue like that, and that ball looked right down the middle. He has in mind on this pitch. This is maybe the biggest pitch of the game right now. And Vigna corks it fair down the right field line. Drew scores. Bunny is going to score. Matheny's on his way to third. He's going to come around and score. Vigna with a triple, and the Cardinals have the lead.
How did he hit that pitch?
Now Oscar Acosta's out to protest. I think Kerry Wood might have been tossed from the game. He was screaming at the home plate umpire, Tim Sheeta. Now Oscar's been run. Kerry Wood still upset at that no-call third strike to Mike Matheny.
Tim Tejeda has tossed Oscar Acosta because you can't come out and argue balls and strikes. And
the bottom half of the third inning. And Evans hits a high, towering fly ball deep right. Sosa back at the track, at the wall, leaps up, and it's out of here. Valiant effort by Gary Matthews Jr., but Evans goes deep.
This Cardinal ball club, they will show you they can get on top of the fastball. Fernando Vigna earlier, the last inning, and now Jim Edmond. I tell you, this guy's a very smart.
31 earned runs. That one cranked deep to right. That's going to be a 2-run shot. Look at that ball go.
J.D. Drew once again, the 3rd straight day. This young man is just feasting off Cub pitches. When you struggle throwing strikes, you have hitters who love to hit the fastball, and this Cardinal team loves
a pair of shades like that, wouldn't he?
Hey, Arnie can wear whatever he wants to wear.
Larry Sutton cranks that ball right center field pretty deep. Nobody's going to get that. A pinch hit home run for Larry Sutton. Even the guys off the bench pound us. Oh, the left-handed bats these Cardinals have are just devastating. Just when you think the Cubs trying to steal the momentum, the Cardinals smack it right back at us.
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth, Chip. We go out there, we score 2 runs, and then we come back and immediately give it up. And that's the forte of the Cubs, to take their walks.
Little ground ball right side. Young dives, can't get that. A run is in. Matheny scores. Paquette around to third. Cardinals keep playing the game. A 4 RBI day for Fernando Vigna, and they just keep finding holes. And Vigna might have hurt himself.
Well, Fernando Vigna, as he rounds first base, had ideas of.
That one dumped into center field for a hit. 10-4. And Felix is going to have to take one for the team right here, folks. Bullpen has been used an awful lot. Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Driven toward right center field. That's trouble.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Whoa. That ball got out of here.
He's amazing. It's white towel time in St. Louis. The Cardinals bounce away again. Pujols, a line drive into their bullpen. 13 home runs, 42 driven in.
Tunnel out there as he is hit his second home run in as many days.
But he's going to ground out, and the Cardinals sweep the Cubs. They're 0-10 in St. Louis. And haven't won here since the 1999 season. 13-4 is the final score. The story really starts with the pitching. The Cubs only registering 4 1-2-3 innings against this Cardinal offensive attack. And the Redbirds have dethroned the Cubs in the Central Division standings. Cubs came into the series 2.5 games up. We head back to Chicago with the off day tomorrow, 1.5 game behind the Cardinals.
Well, the Cubs came in here flying high. They got the series off, started with a bang as Eric Young takes the first inning and hits a home run.
At night, so we're going to have to get them to light up the arch and really light up downtown St. Louis.
Hermanson a chance to help himself into center. The throw to the plate is not in time, and Dustin picks up an RBI. He had a huge night, remember, Al, in Arizona when he hit the ball.
Our official scorer said E4 on the stolen base attempt.
Pujols drives this one into left field. Wow, look at this one go. Albert Pujols with home run number 14. That ties him with J.D. Drew for the team lead. 14 home runs for Pujols, 43 RBIs, and he's 2 for 2 here tonight. Wow.
And he came in at second place in those RBIs, and he adds
at Synergy Field in Cincinnati. Going the other way, coming on is Drew, and he makes the play. The throw to first, and they get the double play. Well, J.D. came on strong, took a chance. 167 this season as a pinch hitter, and that's going to drop even further. 2 strikeouts in the inning. The Pirates had the bases loaded and just 1 out. They get nobody in. The top of the order due up for St. Louis. Deck. Outfield pretty much straight away. Edmonds lifts this one into left. That is trouble. Giles going back over his head. Edmonds on the first pitch he sees hits a double. An RBI double. And for Jim, RBI number 27 on the year, and it's 4-2 Redbirds.
Boy, it's been a struggle for Jimmy tonight. Struck out the...
Bobby Bowe may have lost this one. And there's some insurance. You want it, you got it. Bonilla delivers a 3-run home run against his former team. His 3rd home run, now 9 RBIs. And the woes continue for Lloyd McClendon.
Everything he did.
Robinson is at first in a 7-2 Redbird lead. Paquette breaks the bat. This is going to be trouble. Giles on the run. That ball gets down. Robinson around second. He will score.
Look at that.
And it's a double for Paquette. His second double of the night. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. That makes it an 8-2 Cardinal lead. And I don't know if you were watching, Al, but after that ball got down, he's been impressive so far with 5 strikeouts. Pujols broke his bat, but that'll be enough to get the run home. That's what you're talking about, and shows the speed. It gets away. Here comes another run, and that makes it a 2-0 St. Louis lead. Albert Pujols picks up an RBI. Another one comes around on an air, and it's 2-0 St. Louis. There is a of the season. And here's J.D. Drew, a chance to go deep here. Did he do it? Vanderwall going back, looking up, off the top of the wall. Pujols, who is at second, is going to come around. J.D. is just flying, and he'll stop at third with a triple, and it's 3-0. St. Louis. Pujols and Drew, one trying to outdo the other. Well, it's 2 for Kyle, and he'd love a ground ball here and get the double play and get out of the inning. Runners aren't going. Throw down to third. Strike him out. Throw him out. Thank you very much. And boos are raining down. Braun is 1 for 2 with a single. And he chops it, and that's a fair ball down the left field line. Langford thought it was going to come off the wall. It doesn't. It rolls into the corner. Brown flying around third, being waved home. The play at the plate. He is gone down. Perfect execution on the relay for the second out here in the pit.
You know, once that kind of didn't want to rush it, put him away now.
The 1-2 pitch up the middle. Paquette throws on the run. Got him! 9 straight wins, complete game shutout victory for Darryl Kyle. His 6th of the season, and the Cardinals win this one 3-0.
Oh, just an outstanding now. Matt Morris and Darryl Kyle, they both have shutouts, and we said that whatever Darryl does, then Matt tries to match.
And Matt Morris will try to get his 6th victory tomorrow night. 3-0. Redbird victory. Back with more in a moment. 3-5-1 for
base. Langford with a drive to right. Vanderwall back, looks up, it's out of here. Home run number 10 for Ray Langford, and the Cardinals take a 2-1 lead. Well, pretty potent offense for the Cardinals. That's said they've been averaging 7 runs a game, 10th of the year for Ray Langford. They've got a very, very tough lineup, 1 through 8. First and third, nobody out. Drew with a drive to right. No doubt about it. Over the right field stands. Home run number 15 for Drew. The only question now, did it land in the water? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering from up here. That has not been done in the air, in the water from home plate yet in this new ballpark. 15th home run for Drew. That ball was smoked. Matt Morris. Off the glove of Enrique Wilson. Run scores. Everybody safe. Well, the fans are letting them know. Boy, a foul tip like that can bite you on the back of the hand. And that's what happened to Jason Kendall. Langford loops one into left field. Here comes Sutton. Crosses the plate with the Cardinals' 8th run. It's now 8-2 St. Louis. 3rd RBI of the game, 24th. This is one of those games for your starting pitcher where he's taking it for the team. 8 runs off of him. Renteria to deep right field. Out of the reach of Vanderwall. 2-run score. It's now 10-2 Cardinals. RBIs number 12 and 13 for Renteria. Here, Milwaukee is much better. They're only a game back coming into this game. The Cubs. A drive to right. Bounces off the out-of-town scoreboard. Robinson crosses the plate. On his way to third is Polanco. An RBI triple. The Cardinals' lead is now 11-2. Speed, you know if you can make it or not. Pinch hitter Luis Centuria on the first pitch. A drive into left center. Rolls towards the warning track. Polanco scores. It's now 12-2 Cardinals. First RBI for Centuria.
and does that.
One hopper to Vigna. 10 straight for the St. Louis Cardinals. Their longest winning streak since 1982 when they won 12 in a row. 12-2 the final. Ray Lankford a 2-run homer. J.D. Drew hit a 3-run shot, his 15th of the year. Matt Morris the win. He's 6-2. Todd Ritchie takes the loss. Ritchie now 0-5.
Well, as good as the offense is, I think it really starts with the pitching. And when you've got a healthy Matt Morris throwing the way he is, #2 in ERA in the National League, he maintains that low earned run average. Came in at 2.29, only gave up 2 runs in 7 innings. He was out.
Cardinals have done 291 average at home, 8 games over 500.
Langford shoots this one into left. Burrow going back, looking up. Home run number 11 for Ray Lankford. He goes the opposite way. His 25th RBI, and the Redbirds are on the board against Telemaco. 1-0 on Ray's solo shot.
Ray third on the all-time home run list for the Cardinals, and he just adds to that. He has hit 218 home runs. He's the all-time
to take the lead in a 1-1 game. Telemaco is set. He's approaching the 100 pitch mark in the 1-1. High drive into right. Abreu going back near the wall, looking up, and it's gone. A home run for Vigna, his first of the season. A 2-run shot, and that has given the Cardinals the lead. Vigna with home run number 1 brings in Marrero. A 2-run home run, and it's 3-1 St. Louis.
Well, we were hoping he'd get the job done. One in Pittsburgh, so you're 4-2 on the road trip.
The 1-2 from Beers, and he got him. Strikes out. The final 2 men, and the Cardinals avoid the sweep. Hermanson's 5-1. Beers the save, and the Cardinals are 25-17. 3-1 victory here today.
Another great performance by Dustin. He's really pushing. So you've got our top 3 starters are really going and pitching extremely well.
A well-pitched weekend. Dustin Hermanson caps it off with a victory. He's 5-1. His ERA is on the decline. We'll wrap it up in just a moment.
One time right to the shortstop with a high leap.
He drives this one into left. A line drive. Dimitri Young had to back up. He'll get it in, and it's an RBI for Kerry Robinson. And the lead for St. Louis. That makes it 2-1. Robinson with the RBI.
Nice going, Kerry. You know, it's not his forte driving in runs, but you give him the opportunity to put the bat on the ball. And Tony.
The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Into left. Deep left. Looking up. Gone. Paquette home run. And the Cardinals, who are down to their final strike, have taken the lead. Paquette with his 4th home run.
Boy, I just like it when I see Pokey with a breaking ball, and when you get a hanger, and he jumped all over it. I told you Kerry Robinson's stolen base would be important. But now, you know, you got to see if we can add to this.
That end is pretty darn good, but 107 against lefties is exceptional.
He got him, and the Cardinals win it. They come back in the 9th to take the lead. Beers picks up the save. Alan Bennis the win. And the Cardinals take game 1 of this 3-game series 5-4. And Craig Paquette delivers in the clutch a 3-run home run. He was down to his final strike against Graves, who throws in the mid-90s, and knocked it out of here for a 5-4 St. Louis victory, Al.
Oh, it's outstanding. This is the kind of team camaraderie that builds it up and makes you feel like you can go on to a winning streak.
Our final scores: the Cardinals have now won 2 straight. Chicago a half game out. The Cardinals all alone in first place, 5-4. Our final tonight. Our next telecast is at 6 tomorrow night on WB11. For Al Raboski, I'm Dan McLaughlin. Now let's go to the Midwest Sports Desk with Rob and Stephanie. The Cardinals win it in a thriller. See if J.D. can pick up the RBI here. The next to Drew. Line drive into right. That's trouble. Ochoa on the run. He can't get there. That's in the gap. And the Cardinals will take the lead. J.D. will stop at second. And it's a 1-0 lead on Drew's RBI, number 38 on the year.
That's what I'm facing, that Caught a lot of us off guard with the shoulder surgery.
He got him. Huge strikeout.
The National League in RBIs.
Line drive into left. That's going to get down. Polanco is going to score, and that makes it a 2-0 St. Louis lead. A huge 2-out hit by Albert Pujols. His 48th RBI on the year.
He's no longer tied for third. He's tied for second now.
All this. The 0-1 delivery from Beers. Ground ball hit to short. Renteria stays down. Throws to first. And the Cardinals hold on for the victory. Darryl Kyle improves to 7-3. And the Redbirds have a 7-5 road trip. They're 28-20 and tied with Chicago for first place in the NL Central. J.D. Drew an RBI in this game along with Pujols, and the Cardinals hold on for the victory 2-0 over Cincinnati. We'll wrap it up in just a moment. 3 hours and 7 minutes. The Cardinals
born. Babe Ruth right behind Hammer and Hank.
There's a breaking ball. There it goes. See you later. Number 2 on the year. 556. And we do have some Memorial Day fireworks. This man's flair for the dramatic over his years in St. Louis has been unbelievable.
Salute to the Cardinal ownership and
number 70.
There's a high fly ball from Pujols near the track. Where's it coming down? Home run! Number 15 for Albert. And the Cardinal big boppers from the right side have tacked on 2 here in the 6th inning.
that one was just right at the 70 sweep. So Albert Pujols, he got juiced. Watching Mark McGwire, listening to the crowd. 3 runs is not insurmountable.
Now J.D. Drew with the RBI opportunity against a left-hander.
Drags a bunt. It's a good one. And he is. They throw the ball away. Drew's going to at least second. He's going to third. He is safe. That ball gets away, but he'll stay. And the Cardinals lead 4-0. They'll probably give him a base hit and a 2-base throwing error on Tyler Houston.
9 hits on the board, and the Cardinals, well, they do have 9 now. We will add them up.
There's a drive to left from Pujols. It's gone. It hits the padding on the top of the wall and disappears. In a game of inches, every one of them were needed.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. You could tell that that one was a home run. The padding on the top of the wall is still displaced a little bit, and the ball did not come back into the playing field. Multi-home run.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
Throw a fastball up and try and get him to chase it.
There it is. Cardinals win. As Jason Christensen gets his first save as a Redbird. Took him up the ladder beautifully. And the Brewers settle for 2 runs in the top of the 9th. And the Cardinals win it by a score of 6.
3-2 runner goes from first. That is strike 3 called. And now the runner hung up. The ball dropped and a run coming home. It is the glove that is golden for Pokey Reed. But
bad news, that's what McGwire's experiencing, not being able to push off that back knee.
there he goes again. Day. They've got, that's the big thing, Griffey and Larkin. Marrero stretching out for that one, and the ball taking off to left field. How about that? Home run, Marrero.
It is so nice to see a healthy Eli Marrero. Had thyroid cancer 3 years ago. Dr. Jerry DiPoto had the same condition, and he up in September and hit over 400 at 5 home runs.
Blasting away to right center. Gone.
Sprints around the bases, a new career high in home runs with 19. He had 18 a year ago, all of them against right-handers. But he can hit the home runs off a left-hander.
Now Langford. Some power to left field here. Sanders back. Has to play it off the wall. 1 run scored. It's a double. And Langford just missed what would have been his second 3-run jack of the day.
How I judge Ray Langford.
A stopper. You go to your bullpen a lot.
Out to right field. Now remember, Ochoa's got a tremendous arm. He locks up the baseball and fires to home plate. And now look at this, coming home. The ball is dropped. And the run ends up scoring after all.
A nifty move by Pujols, and he got away with it. He does not have good foot.
We'll be all over that here on Fox next weekend. To the left side, Renteria settles himself. That's your ball game today. Your final score, the St. Louis Cardinals 8 and the Cincinnati Reds 5. Matt Morris wins again. He goes to 8-3. Langford a home run and a double today. 4 runs batted in. And gentlemen, a pleasure. Al Hrabowski and Chris Welch both. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Josh. We really enjoyed it.
Josh, thanks for having us.
He just threw the bat at it and got himself a base hit. That one is hit deep by Matheny. Way back there. It is gone. The first 2 hits for the Cardinals, and just like that, their first 2 runs. I mean, they have to be here. They had their ties on. Yeah. Handsome clothes. Nice ties, too. Down the right field line. That is a fair ball. Renteria gets Edmonds home. It's tied up. And the throw got loose. And Renteria, he's going to come home. He is out at the plate. The ball recovered by Castro. The throw being relayed in from the right fielder Ochoa. No, but Tony La Russa won't send him. Sean Casey gets one, but cannot get up to throw home. Marrero scores, but Casey saved an extra base hit there with the great sprawling grab to take one away from Vina, who does get the RBI. And for the first time, the Cardinals are ahead.
Well, I think one of the reasons that you do not send the runner in that situation, you do not
play for the tie at home and play for the win on the road. And the splitter for the strikeout, which is a big weapon for Veers and a much needed weapon for him to use right there. The strikeout, and the runner does not move up at all. Right now, here's Dimitri Young. Still a chance to get the tying run home. Young a switch hitter. Vigna to his left. He's got it. Plenty of time. The ball game is over, and the Cardinals have won it. And the Cardinal bullpen, 6 scoreless innings. And Veers gets the save. Timlin gets the win. And Rob Bell, the tough luck.
On 3-1 or another off-speed pitch on 3-2.
Kent into left field to give the Cardinals the lead. Nice play by Tucker to cut it off. In to score Robinson, and the Cardinals lead 2-1 in the third.
Actually was a pretty good breaking ball that he went down and did. And got a lot of times with that first base open, you know you're going to get a break.
Fernandez going the other way. Runner goes. Line drive into right. That ball's going to get down. It gets behind Ochoa. Kerry Robinson will score. Polanco motoring over to third. The Cardinals lead 3-2 as Robinson and Polanco do the damage in the fifth.
Joe, it all starts with running speed and a guy that can hit behind a runner. They put on the hit.
Off the league leader is Pujols. Now to the Cardinals bunt. Nope. That's into right center field. Ochoa won't get it. It trickles to the wall. Pujols picking him up, laying him down, coming to the plate, safe. Going to third, Vigna, safe. And the Cardinals lead 4-2 in the seventh.
Well, that's a big insurance run, and still with a triple into scoring position. You know, it's a 19th RBI for Vigna. But you know, the one thing you've been a little bit concerned with Vigna because he's getting a lot of
an opportunity with the Reds. Brady Clark. That might end it. Vigna in the middle. Game over. Another save for Veers, and the Cardinals take 3 of 4 from Cincinnati. A 500 homestand, and now the Cardinals will roll into Wrigley 2 games out of first.
Yeah, the Cubs lost their 12-game winning streak yesterday. They were off today, but the Cardinals picked another half game off the lead, so they're down to 2 games. They trail the Cubs by 2 when we open a 3-game series.
Tomorrow night on Fox Sports Net. Tonight, the final 5-2 St. Louis. Great pitching, again, great defense. Tomorrow night, game 1 of the 3-game set at Wrigley starting at 6:30. That'll do it for us. Midwest Sports Report with Rob and Rob.
Drew. JD skies this one into right field. That is a bomb. That makes it 3-0 St. Louis. JD Drew with home run number 20. RBIs 43 and 44. A rocket into right, and it's 3-0 Redbirds.
Well, so much for the guy having strep throat. I guess that's I guess he's over it now. You don't want.
Then they started realizing we're in St. Louis here.
Pujols, a drive the opposite way. That's trouble. Looking up, Walker, gone. 3-run home run for Albert Pujols. 6-0 St. Louis. 4 RBIs on the night for the rookie. He now has 58 on the year. A big 2-out hit on a 1-2 pitch. Pujols delivers, and it's 6-0 St. Louis.
Don't you love to see Pujols hitting a home run the opposite?
His second home run to the opposite way. That's trouble off the bat of Renteria. Langford coming around. The throw to the plate is not in time. RBI for Edgar, and it's 7-0 St. Louis. Renteria.
Cerebral ex-players is what we are.
Here's Mike Matheny off the end of the bat. Pierre and Gant looking up. That's trouble. A one-hopper off the wall. Here comes Albert Pujols, and Mike Matheny has 3 hits on the night.
Hey, that's the first ball Mike's hit hard tonight, and he smoked that ball. He served a couple of base hits his first 2 times up, but he got a ball that he liked from Justin Spire and taking anything for granted.
Even though it is an 8-2 game. The 2-2 pitch from Veers. He got him. Petra strikes out to end the game, and Veers strikes out the side.
Great finish for Dave Veers. Great start for Andy Bennis. Spectacular game for him. A lot of hitting throughout the Cardinal lineup. Pujols and J.D. Drew going deep. Mike Matheny with 3 hits. A lot of good news tonight, Dan McLaughlin.
8-2 our final. The Cardinals are now 33-28, 5 back in the NL Central. We'll wrap it up after this in a moment.
And here's Mark McGwire, only 62 at bats. this season. High chopper. Boy's got a barehanded and can't make the play. So it's 1-0 Cardinals. They have 3 hits and none of them have been hit with any kind of authority. Meanwhile,
well, that ball there, that was just long ago, and here he is, just 25.
There's a base hit in the right field. Maggs coming on. McGuire's going to be held at third. Maggs gets it back in. So it's 2-0 St. Louis.
About the seats, not the infield.
High and deep center field. Singleton back. Looks up. 3-1 ball game. Number 4 for McGuire.
Well, he fell behind.
There it is. 4-1 ball game. So Polanco, who was a late entry into the line. The ball hit deep. Carlos goes back. And put it on the board. Grand slam homer by Bonilla, and it's an 8-3 ball game. Fifth of the season. 559th of his career. Ground ball in the hole. Renteria, the long peg. In time, nice peg by Edgar Renteria, and this ball game is over. So the Cardinals come out. They pick up 4 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th. They win it 10-3, and we'll be back.
Human can really do.
A base hit. They had to shift on too. So the ball is dropped by Singleton. They got a shot at third. No. Renteria scores. That'll be an error on Chris. That'll be his first error of the season. And it's 1-0 St. Louis.
He's spread out. Also can pull his hands in quickly on fastballs and other pitches in on him.
Puts that one into right center field. Nobody's going to get it. One hot. Ground rule double. Polanco scores, and it's 2-0. It's open, and Eli Marrero on deck. Back through the middle. They'll drive in a pair, and it's 4-0. Well, they decided not to. Pitch carefully to Paquette, who is really a dangerous hitter.
You know, puck at the dangerous area. One thing, exactly where you're at.
Ground ball could be. Pujols, Polanco, wrap him up. So Smith pitches out of it on the off-speed stuff. As Carlos roll into the 5-4-3 double play. And after 2.5, it's 4-0 bad guy. David very quickly over to goes the ball away. Polanco will score as Robinson on his way to third. Here's a throw by Maggs. They going to get him? Yes. Beautiful peg by Maggs. But Polanco scores, and it's a 5-0 ball game after 5.
Interesting concept.
Yeah.
Never thought like that.
No. Ball hit high and deep. Way back. You can put it on the board. 2-run homer by Harry Robinson. It's a 7-3 game.
Robinson's first home run of the season. Quality ball for the Sox.
No, a lot of little things. There's a shot. That's fair. Hops over the fence, ground rule double. Vania scores, and it's an 8-3 ball game. Leadoff walk comes around and scores. And this ball game is over, so the Cardinals come out in this 3-game set after them being swept in Kansas City. The Sox had swept Cincinnati, both teams going in different directions. We come in here and they turn it around. They win the game 10-3. They win this one 8-3, as they did yesterday. So DJ, not a lot of little things as we were talking about during the course of the series. A lot of little things hurt the Sox.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that they seem to not get themselves prepared to avoid those little things that they were taken advantage of by the Cardinals. And the Cardinals pitching kept the Sox hitters who had been hot in check, so bad combination.
And the final totals on the finale of this 3-game.
If it is at the belt or upstairs, 1 on, 1 out, big hole on the right side of the infield. That ball's down. That ball's hit well. Sosa back off the wall. Pujols will round third and come to the plate. The throw by Young too late, and the Cardinals take the lead. You throw him down, and he is deadly.
Albert Pujols is not speedy by any means, but Oquendo, the Cardinals' third base coach, is sort of a dual closer.
A bunt to the first base side. Base hit. Cardinals lead. What a play by Vina. 2-1.
That's when you bunt, Joe. Boy, anytime Vina wants to take a shot and drop down a bunt, I think he has a wealth of knowledge and a pretty good understanding what's going on. I applaud him every time he does it. But what a cool play right now. Runners is
for another 2-out RBI hit. A big run sitting at third. That is a hit. In to score is Morris, and the Cardinals have their biggest lead of the night. Polanco delivers. It's 3-1.
Every day he's going to do something that you get a smile on our faces. You're so good, and maybe the best news is getting Matt Morris to sit down and take
1 on, 2 out. Now Coomer could put the Cubs on top. That's caught. Game over. Polanco near the line. A lunge, a catch, and a win. 3-2. It didn't come without theatrics and drama in the 9th inning, but it feels good nonetheless.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be. You know, you got two very good ball clubs.
South St. Louis, I don't know how to dance.
Kyle checks one to left field. See you later. Pitcher goes deep. Second of his career. And Darryl Kyle slices the 2-0 deficit right in half.
Well, when he pitched
pitches. He doesn't get a lot of run support, so I guess this is your way to answer that. You know, before the game during bag breaks, we went around to all the guys on the team and kind of threw a punch, you know, in their chest, and that little, a lot of double plays for Reeder.
Runner goes off first, perfect! RBI hit, over to third, Paquette. Edgar Renteria tying the game at 2. Perfect execution by the Cardinals.
Well, you get a guy that gets a lot of ground ball double plays, so they start the runner and it pays off. Also paid off with Pujols getting that.
Runners are going, and a flare right center. It's in there. 1-run score. Pujols to third. It's a 4-3 game. How about that?
Well, that's what I talked about. You go up there thinking bunt, but if it goes deep enough into a count, maybe you switch off. Not the easiest guy to bunt. Snow at first, too.
There's a base hit that'll tie the game. Pujols home. Bonds fumbles. Paquette stops at second, and the Redbirds are back even here in the 8th inning.
Actually, Barry Bonds made a fine play out there as that ball hit the grass and almost changed direction, and he had to reach out with his bare hand and knock it down. Steps inside.
Yeah, that was a little real TV. 2-2, bouncing ball. Over to second one. Oh, they throw it into left field. Here comes the lead run. With J.T. Snow out of the game, Felipe Crespo throws the ball away, and the Cardinals take the lead.
Well, that's what I said. You know, J.T. Snow factor, a perennial Gold Glover, and nothing. Back to the screen.
0-2. Ground ball deep short. There's a chance. Cardinals win. Matheny delivers. Mike Matheny with a 2 RBI night. 1 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th. They're hitting him so hard he's going to have a bobblehead.
Anybody in long sleeve wool coats, right?
Exactly. You know, we're, you know, your Cardinal red shorts with your white shirt, nice cotton, loose fitting clothes, and stay nice and cool.
Thank you, Pat. Wow, what a catch by Jim Edmonds, Bob.
Jim Edmonds plays the shallowest center field in baseball. When I talked to him in Cleveland last week, he said, hey, I had a coach back in high school, and a 1-1 to Placido. They're going to jam him. They do. He flares it. Left field. Base hit. Pena coming around. Oquendo will hold him with nobody out after Hermanson scored, and the Cardinals lead 1-0. Polanco delivers again.
18th RBI. And you talk about it, he always looks up the middle or away. But these hits right now to get him in more of a hitting or mental groove of feeling better about himself.
Pujols with a drive. Left field line. Fair ball. Home to scores Polanco. Big Mac to third. Save. 3-0 Cardinals. Pujols the hit. Looks upstairs and says thank you. McGuire with some speed. And the count's 2-2. Ray drives it for a 2-run single. McGuire scores. Pujols home. And the Cardinals have a 5-run 6th inning. Ray delivers RBIs 37 and 38. And the count's still 1-2. Got him, and the Cardinals win it. 3 hours and 1 minute, and a 5-1 win out, and a one big, huge inning got things settled for the Cards today.
What I said, we got to start winning the first game of the series, then you try to push hard for the second game, and this is a real good game. One of the few times we've seen in a while where we had very good pitching, timely hitting, good offense. It all came in one inning, though, and we caught the ball extremely well. So you can build up.
Marrero had a 7-game streak stop with an 0-for-4 Thursday in Houston. Here's Paquette with a part-time 5-game streak. A drive to right, deep, approaching the track. Heisdu, he can't get it. Home run, Paquette. A 2
the Cardinals are right back in it. We are tied at 2.
So far, a very good game for Paquette. He took away a home run, and now he has tied this game with his home run. A 2-run shot to the opposite field. And doesn't it seem like Pokey always comes around with...
Bobby Bonilla holds that bat high, looking for the RBI. Ground ball. Base hit! Off the glove of Young. Polanco scores. Pujols to third. Bobby Bo delivers. And the Cardinals have a 3-2 lead.
Boy, that just eases the pain of the McGuire ejection. Hard to sleep when you...
Come to the 6th. There's a drive. Right center. Well hit. And near the track. Drive. They never made contact. Ground rule double. Cardinals will score 2. Redmond simply missed it. 5-2 St. Louis. How about that?
Bob, earlier in the year, Redmond was up, and he had a horrible game.
In the umpire's room.
Oh, he would
Send more coffee.
He would hand that to Chris.
Yeah, a drive to right, and Wainer misjudges it. It's over his head. Edmonds scores. Paquette scores, and right behind him, Renteria. The bases are clear, and the Cardinals lead the hapless defensively Pirates 8-2. What a crazy inning this is.
Lloyd McClendon was telling me he was so proud of the way his ball club was playing. And go to the barbecue tomorrow. That could be arranged tomorrow afternoon.
That it can. Ground ball to Stubby. Cardinals win in 2 hours and 38 minutes. Bud Smith the winner. He's 2-0. Craig Paquette, a great catch. 4 RBIs, a homer, a double. Edmonds was spectacular. Eli helped out with a big hit. And the Cardinals win it 9-2 for Al Raboski and Rich Gould. Bob Carpenter. And we hope you enjoyed it from our Bud Sports production crew tonight. Folks, we'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The Cardinals will go for the series win.
Car. Oh, now you try anchoring a 270-pound frame with a bad knee. No trouble here, however, as he launches one into the seats. A 2-2 blast from McGuire ties the game. His last 5 hits all have left the ballpark.
Well, second home run off Taffany this year for Mark McGuire, 15th of the year, 33rd RBI, and you know, even though he doesn't have the same power with his legs, if he gets his arms extended, even with this kind of, he's one of the best, isn't he?
You got that right. Rim to right center field. That's trouble. Sosa on the run, can't get it. Albert Pujols with a 2-out double has given the Cardinals the lead. A 2-1 score. And he's a little gimpy as he motors into second base. So now the Cardinals with 4 hits, 3 of them with 2 outs, and Pujols may have Cardinal lead. And along with Dave Otto, Chip Carey back to the ballpark, and a high drive straightaway center field deep. Edmonds back, still going back, turns around and makes a basket catch. How about that? Edmonds thought it was over his head, but he recovered in time, Dave, for out number 1.
Boy, Edmonds will run.
Left center field, McGuire has his second home run of the day. His last 6 hits have left the ballpark, and the Cardinals may have just put it out of reach. It's 3-1. The 2-2 towards short. Funny hop. Oh, Renteria hung with it. The Cardinals winning 3-1. St. Louis draws first blood in the 4-game weekend series. Very impressive pitching, Dave Otto. Cardinals again, 10 earned runs in their last 54 innings. That's going to win you a lot of games. Today, the Cardinals, who've been offensively challenged, needed Big Mac's 2 blows, and that was all they needed. The Cubs managed 1 run, 5 hits today. No hits after the 5th inning. And St. Louis pulls to within 7.5 games of first place. The Cubs' 3-game win streak comes to a close.
Well, this is going to be a dogfight. These next 3 games against St. Louis, they get some good pitch. Good ball club.
Here's an 0-1. That might just do the trick. Vina, Renteria, inning over. How about that? Hermanson a little. Aurelia, who's had just a fantastic year for the Giants. Here's an 0-1 to McGuire. Into center field. He got full extension, and that is gone. Number 572. One shy of 5th on the all-time home run list.
Last 8 hits have all. But sometimes in this situation, just relax and get that drive that runner in.
Oh, a pitch out, and Lopez missed it. A run scores, and it's 2-0. The Braves have pitched out twice. Once in a stealing situation, and Lopez. Here's a 1-2. Into left field, a base hit. They're going to test Surhoff. Here comes Vina. The throw is too late. Cardinals lead it 3-2 on a hit by Pujols.
And Pujols also goes down to second base. Boy, that is a gutsy call by Jose Oquendo with McGuire coming to.
Cardinals have already stranded 7. Into center field. Well hit. Jones back at the wall, at the base of the wall, and 2 runs are going to score. Pujols, McGuire, Drew into third, and the Cardinals have a 3-run lead. Welcome back.
That is the bat we've been missing, that key hit. And wouldn't this be nice to get this part of the season in the right fashion?
There's another hit for Renteria. He's 4 for 4. Cardinals lead at 6-2 in the 7th.
Joe, forget about everything that's happened before tonight. Renteria, this is the type of player that we've seen from him. And isn't it nice? I told you, Mitchell Page.
Here with 2 out, nobody on. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Andrew Jones. And a pop-up. That should end it. Who wants it? JD, welcome back to the team. We missed you. That'll do it for the Braves in the 9th, and the Cardinals win the first of a 7-game homestand, 6-2.
That's a fun game. Great pitching performance by Hermanson, followed up by 6 straight outs by Klein. But look at the offense, Joe. 13 hits and timely hitting.
Not surprising. The Cardinals missed J.D. Drew for 35 games. They get him back, and J.D. 2 hits, a 2-out, 2-run triple in the 7th, a big part of this win. Let's go to the Midwest Sports Report now and check in with Rob and Rob.
Brad Penny
from Texas. Pujols drives it to center, hits it well, heading for the grass, home run, 1-0 Cardinals. Albert with his 26th of the year. He increases his Cardinal rookie record, and St. Louis leads 1-0.
How about that? And every home run just continues his rookie record or adds to it. What a joy
That's why the extra footage. It hit off the batter's eye and came back onto the grass. There's a base hit by Marrero. Here comes Edmonds. Over to third is Paquette. Eli digging for 2. He is safe on a great throw by Mabry. And then Marrero manages to stay on the base, drives in his 17th, increases his hitting streak, and the Cardinals lead 2-0. And now it could be a very big inning.
Boy, that was a great throw by Mabry.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Mabry, ground ball. Pujols to short for 1. The relay, got them both. A 3-6-3 double some.
You know, when you just reduce it to simplicity, you know, every cliche you use and everything else, I like your idea. I'm taking a lot of money from it.
Ground ball, Pujols to short, back it comes, another 3-6-3. And John Mabry has grounded into 3 double plays tonight. Next she'll be ready for the 3-2 pitch. And a pop-up, that should do it. Who wants it? It'll be Polanco or Pujols. Albert takes it, and the game is over. A very well-pitched game tonight, Al. The Cardinals didn't get a lot of hitting, but the pitching was so good they didn't need a whole bunch.
Well, this, once again, pitching dictates how the game's going to go. Woody Williams in his Cardinal debut was outstanding, and don't forget about the big inning, the 3 outs that Hackman got, followed up by Steck Schulte's work here. But this is, once again, this ball club starting to peak at the right time. They've dug themselves a hole.
The Yankees. Edmonds a shot. That's a base hit. Here comes Polanco, and the Cardinals are on the board. An RBI for Edmonds. That's number 58 on the season. A big 2-out hit. And maybe that gets things going.
And now we ask him to do a 2-out magic. And he did.
Lifts it into right field. Coming on is Lawton. Can't make the play, and it's 5-3. Eli scores the second 2-out hit on the night for the Cardinals, and it's now a 5-3 game, and right back in it are the St. Louis Cardinals as Polanco picks up the arm. Trailed 5-0. It's now 5-3. The next to Jim. Swing and a high drive down the right field line. Did he turn on that or what? Wow! Game tied on Edmonds' 16th home run of the season. 5-5. An 0-2 pitch, and he turned on it. Woo!
You know, he's a high ball hitter like we talked about, and because he of the ailing shoulder.
The next to the Cardinals shortstop. That may have untied this game. Down the left field line. Goodbye. Renteria goes deep. His 9th home run on the year. 6-5 Redbirds. At one point down 5-0. Now a lead of 6-5.
You get Jim Edmonds coming alive and Edgar Renteria go along with Pujols and Polanco and Vina.
He has been clutch this year. Here we go. Shinjo. Robinson. He tags. The throw to the plate, not in time. And the Cardinals take the lead on the RBI by Paquette. He does the job. It's 7-6 Redbirds here in the 10th.
Craig Paquette has been pretty good at doing these things. You documented how well he hits with runners in scoring position. And all you need is that sacrifice fly. You picked up a teammate, Jim Edmonds, who has faced a lot of the time. A guy that runs pretty well, but.
Ground ball. Renteria takes it himself. Cardinals win the first game of this 3-game set. The double play, and Klein gets it. And the Cardinals storm onto the field from the dugout. Robinson scores, and Paquette would drive him in.
Well, Danny, you see there's a lot of fight left in this ball club, and you could tell that after the first 4 batters for the Mets gave them a 4-0 lead, but they never looked down. They never hung the daubers. They came back in all facets of the game, hitting, pitching, and defense, and they steal a victory.
Great work by Veers out of the bullpen. 2 scoreless innings. Klein, great job in the final frame. 7-6. What a nice win. The Sports Report comes your way now. Average at 190. Swing and a shot into right center. That's going to get down. Vina circling third, and that carried all the way out.
It's a line shot, unbelievable. But you know, the tremendous thing to me is now that his 11 straight home runs, you know, his last 11 hits have all been home runs. But the thing is, if he starts going to right field and right center, there's no stopping Big Matt.
I did not think that was going to. Chen is set. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Pujols, a high drive into left field. Wow. Get out of here. Gone. Home run for Pujols. 3-0 St. Louis. Home run number 28. RBI 84. Boy, he crushed that pitch, Al.
Absolutely, and that's what you've got to do. A 3-2 pitch, fouled off a couple tough ones. He was batting .426 in his 12-game hitting streak. Add to that one more, and he is now 21 for
leadoff base hit by Renteria. Now he is at third after Chen threw it away. And Vina skies it down the right field line. That's trouble. Get going. Off the wall. 1 run scores, and Vina has a pair of doubles here today.
That is a big 2-out base hit, and that's what the Cardinals have been getting of late. That timely hitting that wins a lot of games. So, Vina, 13-game win.
2 balls and a strike. A shot. Vina got it! And the Cardinals have a sweep.
Wow.
What a play by Fernando.
You talk about reaching and going up to your apex. There was nothing left in that jump. Boy, what a great performance once again, Kyle. He wins his 13th game without his good stuff. Good timely hitting. Those 3 runs in the first inning were enough, and the Cardinals get a sweep here. Their first bag at third.
Now the bases are loaded for that guy again. And Renteria, another base hit. In to score Polanco. The throw by Griffey's no good. In to score Pujols, and it's 2-0. And Renteria has done it again. With good base running on the wild throw home, he went down to second, and Matheny down the line. It is gone. A 3-run home run. And the Cardinals all of a sudden lead it 5-0 in the 4th. A big one on Saturday in New York. And a big one here to cap off. Paquette hits one to center. That ball is crushed at the wall. It's gone. A 2-run home run. His 11th of the year, and the Cardinals lead it 7-0 in the 6th.
How valuable has Craig Paquette been in the second half? Much more playing time and delivering on a frequent basis.
Here's a 0-2 from Morris with the bases loaded, 2 out. Is this where it ends? Yep. Cardinals win it 7-1. Matt Morris finishes what he starts. Seven to 1 final, and the Cardinals continue their charge on the wild card and, more importantly, the division.
Well, you know what? They're just playing, and they're doing it with heart. Whether it's pitching, whether it's fielding, or timely hitting, this club's coming together at the right time.
Matt Morris, his 15th win of the season. We'll have tomorrow night's game for you as well. Let's go to the studio. Rob and Dan. The 2-out RBI hit. That is a rocket. Into right. The Cardinals lead 3-0. Home run number 17, and the Cards are off and running again. Now they're hot.
Well, and you know what? When you're hot, the best thing you can do is get an early.
See if Vina can do something with a full count. Runner goes, and a little flare into right center field. Long run. Griffey, diving try, can't get there, and Williams is going to score all the way from first. It's 4-1.
So that's why, as a pitcher, you want to avoid those running counts.
Matheny able to get a huge lead, and Williams shoots the gap in right center. Run, Mike, run. Matheny's going to score. Woody Williams is 2 for 2, and the Cardinals lead at 5-2 in the 4th.
Joe, that was incredible, the lead that Matheny had. Once again, 2 times Wietzma has given up a base hit with a runner at first on a 3-2 pitch, and that guy has come around.
And the Cardinals have 2 more series with Houston and 1 left with the Cubs.
Sure.
Here's a 3-1. That should end the inning. Pokey Reese gets a terrible hop. Wild throw, and Woody Williams will score. Cardinals lead it 6-2 in the 4th. Bad hop on Pokey Reese, and then he compounded the problem with a bad throw, and the Cardinals have their biggest lead in the night. Into right center, and the Cardinals add to their lead. In to score is McGuire. They hold Pujols at third. Good play by Oquendo. Albert was coming hard, and the Cardinals have their 4-run lead back. It's 7-3.
4 RBI night for Jim Edmonds. McGuire scored 2.
Cardinals need something out of Paquette. First and third, a base hit. Cardinals lead 8-3, their biggest lead of the night. The merry-go-round continues. Down to second, Edmonds. In to score Pujols. That streak continues, and so does the good hitting for Craig Paquette.
He's just a master of...
Cardinals, who lead 8-4. Runner at second, 2 out. 0-2. Fly ball to center. Jim Edmonds in and now back. Cardinals have won 7 in a row. Right now, only 3 out in the wild card. 4 out in the division. And the Cardinals continue to roll as Hackman closes it. Woody Williams gets the win, and a big night for Jim Edmonds, who drives home 4.
And also, Woody Williams, not the game he's happiest about, but he does get the victory.
He chipped in with a bat as well. Let's go to the studio. Rob and Stephanie standing by. It's all yours.
And you got to get this runner in.
Here's Vina. Fernando. That'll get a run home. That ball will drop into right center. Cardinals are on the board. Fernando delivers. It's a 2-1 game. 3-2 pitch. Runners go. Ground ball. Fair! Left field corner. Vina scores. Robinson around third. Oquendo trying to stop him. He scores. Cardinals on top. Albert Pujols delivers 2 RBIs, and the Redbirds are back. 1-2 the count. Got him! On the swinging strike. And the bases are left loaded. Phillies have stranded 12 runners tonight, 6 in the last 2 innings. Look out, folks. Base right here. The 1-2 pitch. Inside target again. Cairo jacks one. Left field line. May stay fair. And it does! Home run! 6-3 Cardinals.
Welcome to St. Louis and the ball club now. A double last night, and now a 3-run home run to give the Cardinals a 6-3 lead.
1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball, right side. McGuire chases. Vina chases. Mack is there. Cardinals win. It takes 3 hours and 41 minutes, and the bullpen comes through again with a big hit from Miguel Cairo.
You know, you can see this team, it's winning these games with contributions from everyone. And you're talking about from the biggest to the littlest, everybody is part of the action, and the Cardinals have their second 10-game winning streak of the season. First time since 1941 they have done that, and now they can just wait and see if the Cubs lose another.
Cardinals have won 10 consecutive baseball games. They go for the sweep tomorrow.
Fourth most of any position in his career.
Ground ball, base hit. Around third, Edmonds. Cardinals take the lead on a Mark McGuire RBI single.
Well, you can't put a shift on if he's batting sixth. Because he'll get a little squiver. He's not a home run hitter. He's not a pull hitter. A little squiver to the right side.
1 ball and 2 strikes. McGuire's got it cleanly for the out, robbing Estrada of an extra base hit and probably an RBI. Here, rooting for a Cardinal rally here in the 4th. The 2-2. Right field line. That is a fair ball into the corner. Edmonds scores. McGuire to third. 2-0 Cardinals. Edgar continues his torrid month of August with his 42nd RBI.
And a little smile by.
Oh, those left-handers. You never know about those guys. The 1-1 delivery. Matheny up the middle. Base hit. That'll score a couple, it appears. No, Oquendo holds the runner. Good decision with nobody out. And the Cardinals lead 3-0. Mike Matheny delivers.
That away, Mike. Now 1 for 3 with those guys in scoring position. You'll remember the first 2. And I agree.
Alberto for 3 today. He hacks one to right center. He's not 0 for anymore. Terry Robinson screaming around the bases. He will score without a play. 4-0 Cardinals. And that looked like a 100-yard dash by Terry Robinson.
Scoring.
1-2 delivery to Pujols. Off the middle, another one scores. 7-0 Cardinals. And for Pujols, his 92nd of the year. This team is something else.
And some of the Pujols family, it's his birthday today. He's 35. He'll start Tuesday.
Look out.
Throw him out.
Wild pitch. Runners go to second and third.
Throw him out right
and
there.
We may have at least a warning. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you should. If you ever have the intent to throw a guy out, there it is right there. You throw it over his head, and then he comes off the mound 25 feet yelling at the batter.
Umpire Lance Barksdale signals there. 2 outs, second and third, 1-2 pitch. And Edmonds gets hit. Jose Mesa is out of the game, and he should be. What could Jose Mesa possibly have to say to the umpire right here?
Well, whatever it is, it's wrong.
What, you called it too far inside or what? So Mesa gone. I mean, when you're out, dugout and all. Yeah, now Jose daring Tony La Russa to come over and take him on.
Well, Jim Edmonds handled him and a .310 average with the bases loaded.
There it goes. Left field, heading for the wall. One hops the wall, goes over. Cardinals lead 9-0. And those runs charged to Jose Mesa.
4 RBI game for Mark McGuire. A pair of singles, a double, a walk, 4 RBIs, a sacrifice fly. You can't tell you.
Line drive, Albert is there. 11 in a row. And the Cardinals are 1 game behind the Cubs. 2 hours and 48 minutes, 14 hits, 9 runs, great pitching, and the Redbird Express rolls on. Cardinals win it, 7-0 homestand. Some happy details in a minute. Cardinals win it 9-0, sweep the series. They
making the jump from Double-A to the major leagues. Paquette
Deep drive left field. Dunn going back at the track, at the wall. 1-0 St. Louis. A bomb by Paquette. He provides that off the bench, doesn't he, Al? A home run here is 13th, and the Cardinals grab the early lead against the youngster.
Well, that's what we talk about. That's the best way for Tony's troops to get back on track, is to get a lead and start adding to it, and do it before Dustin Hermanson gets on the mound.
The 2-1 to the Cardinal right fielder. There's a high fly ball. Right center field. Griffey going back, looking up, and it's back-to-back. J.D. Drew goes deep. Acevedo wondering, what do I have to do to get out of the first inning? 2-0 St. Louis.
Well, hopefully he'll give up about 3 or 4 more bombs. But this is what the team needs to do. If you want to worry about
the 3-1. Junior rips it. McGuire has it. Steps on the bag. There's a double play. Thank you very much. The pick-me-up that Hermanson needed.
Throwing a lot of pitches, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. Looking for home run number 30. Pujols. He'll take that, though. Down the left field line. 1 run is in. Here comes Paquette. Drew being waved home. He's going to try to score. He will score. 5-0 St. Louis. J.D. Drew is flying from first base. 3 RBIs on the double by Pujols. 5-0.
In quest of RBIs.
Here's Edmonds. That's his shot. Pujols being waved home. Griffey just lobs it back in. 6-0 St. Louis. RBI for Jim Edmonds, number 70. The Cardinals, I think, have answered the question as to whether or not they felt buried after last night. They have responded in a big way.
Well, you know what we said earlier when August the 4th.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a high fly ball. Left field. Wow. Way out of here for Mark McGuire. On a 1-2 pitch. That's an emphatic home run by Big Mac. 8-0. The workers better watch out when Mark McGuire comes to the plate. That was a bomb. Home run number 22 for Mark McGuire. They're loving it.
Well, as a Cardinal fan out there, or just
2 balls, 2 strikes on the pitcher. What a play by Renteria. Gets up, guns, throws, got him. That was a heck of a play by Edgar Renter. Lou is 0 for 4, we're told this evening. And here's Edmonds, and that's a high drive, and that should be a home run. And it is. Edmonds, a home run, a 2-run shot. Makes it 10-2, St. Louis. His 19th homer, RBI 71 and 72.
3 RBIs on the night for Jimmy. The Cardinal
got him out for the 2nd straight night. That ended the 7th. And here's Mike Matthews, a shot in the deep right field. Clark going back, and that ball is gone. Mike Matthews, a home run. Way to go, Mike. 11-3 St. Louis.
5 home runs on the night for the Redbirds. And Mike Matthews, he's got a good home run trot.
He's taking his time.
His first career home run, and he already had his trot down. He must have been practicing that.
Ground ball. Vigna's there. The Cardinals take game 2 of this 4-game set. Win number 69 for St. Louis. 3 hours and 3 minutes. The Cardinals win it by the score of 11-6. A 14-hit attack. Home run after home run. That's how it started out. The Cardinals hold on and get the victories. 69 and 56 are the Redbirds. 11-6. Our final here tonight. Cardinals and Reds at 5:30 tomorrow night. For Al Raboski, I'm Dan McLaughlin. Thanks for being with us. Midwest Sports Report comes your way now.
And all of a sudden these big league pitchers are getting in on you.
Line drive into the right field corner. He tomahawked that ball into right field. Polanco around third is going to score. Drew's going to round third. They'll wave him. No chance for a relay. Jim Edmonds with a double into the right field corner puts the Cardinals in front by 2.
Well, you hear all the Card fans who made the trek.
He'll face the Texas Rangers. Boston sure needs him. Runner goes. Pitch blooped into right. Sosa comes charging. He's coming. Can't get it. It skips past him. And that's trouble. Vina's going to gallop around third. He's going to try to score, and he will. It's a bloop double for Polanco. And the Cardinals draw to within a run. They have a man in scoring position and nobody out. So here's Drew. Another push bunt. This one toward third. That'll get the man to third. And McGriff can't handle the ball. And Polanco's going to come in and score the tying run. Dave McKay, the first base coach, over by the Cardinal coaching box, almost got decapitated. Drew bunts for the second time. It was originally a sacrifice. He beats it out. McGriff drops the ball, and the Cardinals have tied the game.
Well,
2 balls and a strike. Line down the left field line. That's trouble. Stairs on the run. That ball is in the corner, and it's off the wall. Drew's going to score. Pujols at third will stop there. It's an RBI double for Edmonds. His second of the day. 3 RBIs, and the Cardinals in business. They've taken a 5-4 lead.
Well, this Cardinal ball club.
Fisted, blooped, shallow right. Is it going to drop? It will. Boy, they're finding every hole. Paquette drives home Pujols.
Well, Chip, with the infield play, the man just comes around, and every park he plays in is the bandbox.
Driven high in the air, right center field. Tucker on a dead run. Still going. Can't get to it. Polanco's going to round third. They'll wave him, and J.D. Drew has a sliding triple. What a player that guy is.
And that's why Don Bailey would probably say, J.D., you can.
Morris might be done with an 8-4 lead. He's pitched the requisite 5 and a line drive into left field. Is going to score J.D. Drew. Craig Paquette. We told you earlier, not many hits lifetime against the Cubs, but seemingly when he gets them, there are men in scoring position. He drives home Drew. 2 more runs are in. Balls and a strike to Craig Paquette. Hot shot, base hit left field. Pujols around third. Stares up. His throw to the plate not in time. You can't give good teams extra outs, and the Cubs have done that. 10-6 your score. This inning should be. Hot shot towards short. Renteria gloves, grabs, guns low. Pujols scoops it out, and that's your ball game. What a game! Cardinals beat the Cubs 10-8. The final score. St. Louis and the Cubs now tied in the National League Central Division. Pujols a big day today. A very sloppy defensive ball game for the Cubs. And 5 runs in the 5th inning surrendered by Jason Bure. Just too much for the Cubs to overcome. Matt Morris wins his 17th of the year. He's now 17-7. Jason Bure falls to 8-8. Luther Hackman picks up the save. And the
breaker that he will go to for the strikeout.
Inside target. Pujols checks one to left field. And this ball is way out of here. Number 32 for the rookie. RBIs 105, 106, and St. Louis blasting out on top here in the 1st inning.
It almost looked like Albert Pujols was sitting on that fastball in. He didn't care about that first pitch breaking ball for a strike. Might not have cared about it on the second pitch. Bobby Jones.
2 1-0 games in each league yesterday, as Rick alluded to. There's a swing and a miss, and Bud Smith has his 4th strikeout. No hits for the Padres through 4. Top of the order for St. Louis. 2 strikes. La Russa normally does something with the runner here. Polanco is going. Off-speed pitch. Drew strikes out, and Polanco kicks the ball into left center. Somebody better come after it. Oquendo's going to send him. He will score. 3 bases on a steal by Polanco. And the Cardinals lead 3-0. The outfielders reacting very, very late.
Well, there were three guys that reacted late on that ball. It started with the shortstop, D'Angelo Jimenez.
Worked him steadily in from the bullpen, and the Braves have used that model a bit with the resurgence of John Smoltz. And look at that pitch by Bud Smith. 5 strikeouts, 3-0 St. Louis. Fence. And he lines one to left center. Vina might score on this play. He's heading for third. Oquendo will send him. Polanco, 3 consecutive hits, and the Cardinals lead 4-0. Now you're seeing why the Cardinal players consider this little guy the best player they've had on their team all year long. A 2-out walk and an RBI double. Well hit left field. Will the first hit be a home run? No. Pujols is there, right up against the wall for the second out here in the 7th. Trammell a little bit short of his 21st.
Isley, the youngster, stepped off the mound.
Got him on the corner with a fastball. How about that for location? 7 no-hit innings by in a moment. Ben Davis. Ground ball, 1 hopper, Polanco. He's down to 5 outs remaining. That was Pujols catching that throw. He's now at first base, and Tony Gwynn will be the... This is some moment in San Diego now. 1 hopper, Renteria's got it. He'll throw out Tony Gwynn. 2 outs in the 8th. And another pinch hitter will be Wiki Gonzalez. Here's the 3-1. Ground ball caught by Polanco. The no-hitter goes into the 9th inning. A 1-2-3-8 for Bud Smith. St. Louis.
We're going to find out right here.
Broken bat grounder. Renteria's got it. 1 out. Jammed him beautifully. And next up, the youngster D'Angelo Jimenez. Ryan Klesko will step to the on-deck circle.
Best pitch of the night by the kid.
3-2. Ground ball. Shortstop. Tough play. Renteria. 2 down. A tough short hop on the backhand side. It'll be Bud Smith and Phil Nevin with the final out sitting there.
Sharp as we said earlier weekend. What a pitch. 3-1 the breaking ball to Klesko. 2-0 the changeup to Nevin.
Ground ball. Bud Smith's got it. No hitter for another Cardinal rookie. He threw 2 7-inning no-hitters in the minor leagues. In the big leagues, his rookie year, his 4th major league win, a no-hitter on the road in a pennant race on Labor Day.
Veteran handles the first pitch by Chan-Ho Park. Fernando jacks it to right. This ball is gone. Home run Vina to lead off the game. That's the way you break an 0 for 10. And he adds to his career-high RBI mark, Al, with 48 now.
Well, that's right.
Of the year. And a line drive, base hit. Here comes Paquette. Without a play, the Cardinals lead 2-0. The sacrifice was good. The base hit was perfect.
That's what we talked about. Almost 30 minutes.
J.D. Drew, broken bat, base hit, RBI. Vina scores. Polanco to third. Cardinals lead 3-1. number 62 for JD.
Wasn't pretty, but it was effective.
This a 3-1 delivery. High fly ball, right center. It is deep. It is gone. Grand slam, Edmonds. Seven to 1 Cardinals on Jim's third career. Matheny 0 for 3, hasn't made contact yet. He has now. Long ball, left field. See you later. Into the bullpen. 8-1 Cardinals on Matheny's 7th of the year.
Now, a frustrating day offensively until that swing by Mike Matheny. But you know, he's always going to do a good job of handling the pitchers, blocking balls. It's that third or fourth time this year he's had 3 or more.
That gives him 63, right?
Yeah.
High fly ball left field. This one is in the scorebook as an 8-1 Cardinal win. Took a while, but it was worth it. And the Redbirds take 2 out of 3 against the Dodgers. They are 1 game out in the wild card race.
His team, if it's positive.
McGuire deep drive center field. That looks pretty positive. White looking up, and a monster bomb for Mark McGuire. Wow. 2-0 St. Louis. That was crushed.
That was Mark McGuire-esque. We have not seen him drive a ball or hit it that far in how long. He's had home runs. He's had 23 previous, but
Mark Loretta on deck if White can extend the inning. The 2-2 pitch. He went around and a strikeout for Kyle. And again, the Brewers strand second and third. They've stranded Wire, who has already homered on deck. Edmonds, a shot into center. 3-0 St. Louis. Pujols around second. He'll trot over to third. Drew scores the 3rd run on the night. Another RBI for Edmonds, number 95. He already has a run scored as well. 1st and 3rd. Matheny, a shot into left. That's a base hit. 1 run scores. Renteria around second. He'll stop at third, and a big hit there for Mike Matheny, his 38th RBI. Last time up, Polanco saw 10 pitches and was called out on a brutal strike. There's a base hit into right. 1 run scores. Matheny's going to come around to score. 7-0 Redbirds. Polanco, the base hit that scores 2. RBIs 33 and 34, and that may be all. It's in the dirt and gets away. Another run will score. 8-0. Savina crosses the plate with the 8th run.
And Jeff Tabaka down there, so you still are covered for the next couple days.
Ground ball left side. What a play by Polanco. The turn, they got it, and that's a victory. 79 victories on the year. 5 games out in the Central. Kyle is 14 and 10, and what a double play to end this game.
Yeah, that was just inches from getting beyond the reach of Polanco, and they got that to it, and got the throw off to second base, and they complete the double play. What a nice victory. Darryl Kyle picks up win number 14. Mike Matthews, his first major league save. And
Brewers on top 1-0. That's a fair ball into the right field corner that'll tie the game, and Drew will stop at second. J.D. Drew with his 63rd RBI, and it's 1-1 here in the 6th inning.
They're not booing yet.
Pujols with a base hit to center. A one-hopper. They may have to hold the runner, but Oquendo sends him at the plate. Safe Ball gets away. 2-1 St. Louis. Pujols ends up at second base. What a call by Jose Oquendo on a one-hopper to the outfield.
You got to know the situation.
Low breaking ball hit to right field. J.D. Drew going back. He's got it. And a one-pitch end of the 8th inning by Steve Kline. There's the emotion they love in St. Louis. 2-1 Cardinals. Bottom of the 8th inning here in St. Louis. Interesting. 2 outs in the 9th. One of the quieter moments of the evening. And a pop-up to center. Should do it. Edmonds coming in just before 10 o'clock. It's over. And the Cardinals beat the Milwaukee Brewers by a score of 2-1. Fireworks overhead. Bud Smith the winner. Ruben Quevedo the hard luck loser. Save number 8 for Steve Kline. For Rick Sutcliffe and our entire ESPN crew, Bob Carpenter. Sports Center is next. We hope you enjoyed a wonderful night of America's pastime. A baseball game in St. Louis, and the home team came out the winner.
Here's a 1-0. Wright's trying to get it into the strike zone, and that's fair. That puts the Cardinals on top. Polanco easy. Drew, he can fly. Here he comes. The relay is too late. Over to third. Pujols. It's 2-0.
And a new Cardinal rookie record for RBIs for Albert Pujols. 114. Ray Jablonski this year has just been erased from the rookie. Is climbing here tonight.
Easier RBI opportunity for Edmonds, and he delivers with a base hit to center. It's 3-0. Pujols scores, and the Cardinals have put up a 3 spot here in the first inning.
That's a 96 RBIs for Edmonds. He needs 4 more for his 3rd.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Will the runners go? They are going as a fly ball is hit to deep right. At the wall, he has done it again. Number 35. A 5 RBI night for the rookie, and the Cardinals open it up 6-1. Only 3 home runs shy of the National League rookie record of 38.
Joe hit 8, 9 of their last 12.
Runner at second, 2 out. Vina up the middle, base hit. Can Matheny score? Here he comes. Throw by Devon White. Not good enough. Down to second, Vina. It's 7-1. RBI number 50 for Fernando Vina.
Run score.
So now Polanco with a 6-run lead. Into center field, another run. It's 8-1 as Vina comes home. Polanco RBI number 35. And he gets hung up between first and second and tagged out to end the inning. Cardinals lead it 8-1. They come up with a little 2-out rally. RBI hits by Vina and Polanco. J.D. Drew now with a runner at second, 1 out. Drew with 63 RBIs. Hits one up the middle. Here comes Polanco. There'll be no play. The Cardinals get one of the runs back. It's 9-4. And Drew is on base for the 3rd time tonight. 60 Houston. And then back home. The 0-1. That should do it. Vina with a flip. Cardinals win 9-4. A real good start to this series.
Absolutely, Joe. But this ball club is doing what it has to do. You win the game you're playing currently. You won the first 2 games of the series. Now you need to win tomorrow morning and then go on to Pittsburgh and take care of business there.
A lot of the same guys did it tonight that did it last night. Pitching again, part of the equation. The Cardinals win it 9-4, and they are 81-64 and lead the wild card. Let's go to the Midwest Sports Report now.
That's another story, but at least he has to be a candidate.
There's a base hit, and Pujols puts the Cardinals on top. Drew is going to score a 2-out, at least a double for Pujols. He's digging for second. He has another RBI. That is RBI 121 on the season for Albert Pujols. And the average on the rise. He came in at 336, and he does it again here in the first.
Well, Danny, he's...
Runners are going. Ground ball hit to short. They get the man at second, on to first, and a double play. Even with the runners started, Renteria greedy. Why not? 1 and 2 on Paquette. Ball gets away, and a run is going to score. And here comes some boos from these fans here at PNC Park. They've been watching some bad baseball here in Pittsburgh.
Well, Danny, if you're the Cardinals, you have to take...
Stays even with the bag, and the rest of the infield is about middle half, and there's a base hit for Paquette and an RBI. 3-0 St. Louis. RBI 59 for Paquette. He was at the beginning of the season, and just we take it for granted now. Rounds this one left side, and an error is made by the third baseman, and a run will score. Ramirez, his 23rd error on the year. Paquette scored in a 4-4 game in the 7th. JD sticks the bat out into shallow center, gets down for a base hit. The Cardinals have the lead back. 5-4 St. Louis on Drew's RBI base hit. RBI number 66 for JD Drew. Oh, he does the job. Speaks volumes. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out, and the bases loaded. Albert, a shot into left. That might be his grand slam, and it is. 5 RBIs on the night. His first career grand slam, and what a big one here. He is just awesome. It matches his career high in RBIs that he just set this past week. Grand slam, Albert Pujols.
And now he has the rookie record for extra base hits, all by a
5-4, then 5-5, and now 9-5 St. Louis. The 2-2 off the end of the bat, little looper, and Pujols coming on. Why doesn't he make the final play? He's done everything else, and that's another Cardinal victory for St. Louis. 84-64, 20 games above the 500 mark, and the Cardinals just keep on rolling. 8 straight wins for St. Louis. 5 RBIs on the night for that man, Albert Pujols.
Well, it's a team effort. You know, you wanted to see Kyle get the win, but Hackman gets his first one. Another big game-winning RBI, the 20th of the year.
And Giants don't. Look somewhere else. That's ripped down the line. That's a fair ball. Pujols was off and running. Around second, he's going around third. Edmonds on his way to second, and the Cardinals on their way to a 1-0 lead. Well, Pujols scores the first run of the game, but it looks like he's limping a bit.
Well, they catch a little bit of a break. He's limping.
JD up the middle. That's a base hit. Robinson's going to score easily, and the Cardinals have regained the lead. It's 2-1. JD Drew with RBI number 67. A big 2-out hit here in the third.
Well, that's what you have.
The 2-2 pitch coming to Pujols with Edmonds on deck. Albert sticks the bat out. That's a base hit up the middle. RBI 126. He just continues to roll. 3-1 St. Louis. He's 2 for 2 tonight. An RBI, a run scored. Stolen bases. Robinson up the middle. That's a base hit. Second time he has reached in an RBI. Number 15 for Carey, and it's 4-1 Redbirds.
Boy, you could just look at the way that
you think, but it's for a hitter. They think it's about 100 miles an hour. And he gets Wilson to chase, and the Buccos strand a couple. So Bud Smith is doing its job. A ball and 2 strikes. Steckschulte set, delivers, struck him out. 9 straight.
You know, this ball club, Dan, is just very methodically going right about its business, coming together, and you can tell that they're smelling the victories and they're smelling postseason.
Bud Smith improves to 6-2. Todd Ritchie 11-13. The Cardinals rolling 9 straight victories. They have won 12 of the last 13. And JD rips it into right. Eli being waved home, and it gets past Berkman. 2 runs are going to score. JD on his way to third. He's safe, and the game is tied. So an RBI for Drew, then an error on the right fielder. Lance Berkman is 5th on the year, and 2 runs come around. But I'm not going to say anything. You've seen my golf game. Runner is going, and the pitch is grounded to short. Flip to second. Out at second, out at first. And Pena hung in there. He was taken out pretty roughly down there by Lugo, but he hung in there and made the turn, and it was a good one with a 6-4-3 double play.
But this is the way you like to see.
For 5 in his career against Woody Williams. Runners go. Swing and a miss. Throw down to third. Strike him out. Throw him out. And the Cardinals are out of the inning. That is big. Very big for Tony La Russa and the Cardinals. A strikeout for Woody Williams. Paquette up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes Edmonds. The throw from center. Not in time. The Cardinals have the lead. 3-2 St. Louis. Paquette does it again.
There it is. You know, Craig Paquette rises to the occasion with a runner in scoring position. And we
1-1 pitch. Popped up. Right side. McGuire. Does he have a play? Reaches in. He got it. Woody Williams, a complete game, and the Cardinals take game number 2. Williams, 9 strikeouts. He had none through the first 3. He strikes out 9. A complete game victory.
And did you see the big hug he got from Matt Morris? Yesterday, the matchup favored Matt Morris. Today, it favored Miller. But Woody Williams has a big heart, and the team took this one.
A huge win for the Cardinals. 7 hits for St. Louis. A 3-hitter complete game for Woody Williams. Midwest Sports Report comes your way now.
Ask here. I'm talking about a ground ball past third. The shortstop had better be alert. Well, this is ripped well, not right down the line, but sliding over is Berkman, but forget about any throw to the plate. Edmonds scores. Paquette delivers as he did last night. 1-0 Cards. That was hit hard. He's hit 2 hard balls off alone tonight. He was struck out twice tonight against Ron Vallone. Maybe not this time. Way back to left. Forget about it. You see, strikeout, bomb. Mark McGuire. Home run number 580. Home run number 26 on the year. And the Cardinals have a 3-0.
Was the closer. Dotel setting up for Billy Wagner.
Fly ball by McGuire. Back it goes. Back. Goodbye! Big Mac is back. 2 home runs tonight, 27 on the year. 1-0 in Enron pitching for the enemy.
He is.
McGuire in foul ground, and it's over. The St. Louis Cardinals, behind 2 blasts from Mark McGuire and stellar pitching from Darryl Kyle, have taken 2 out of 3 here in Houston, winning tonight 5-1. Sports Center coming up next. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com. For Rick Sutcliffe and all of us here in Houston on Wednesday Night Baseball, I'm Chris Berman. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening.
First pitch to him. High fly ball out to center. Matthews. Pujols, not much speed. Oquendo's going to send him. The throw is up the line. Cardinals lead 1-0. McGuire got it just deep enough. Nice job by Oquendo. Nice job by Pujols over there at third base.
I think it's even more important to make sure Mark McGuire feels.
Sorry to report from Columbia, the final score of that one, 36-3. Nebraska. A fly ball near the pole, into the corner. That is a home run for Vina. How about that? Fernando with his 7th of the year.
That ties his season or his career high in home runs. He's already set a career high in RBIs. Adds to that with his 52nd. Trying to survive.
3-2. Another curveball. He gets the strikeout. Giles keeps thinking he's got to throw a fastball sometime. Matt says, no, I don't. 2 stranded, 3 by the Pirates.
On the left side. Try and keep that runner close.
They've got him. They got him. Out at second base. Matheny guns out Lopez.
That is a last couple games throwing an awful lot of them. Here's another one.
Big curveball bouncer to short. Vina for 1. McGuire for 2. 6, 4, 3. Matt Morris. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. McGuire can't get it. Vina does. Cardinals win. Fernando Vina with a good play to his left. In 2 hours and 4 minutes, the Cardinals gain a game on Houston. They are 2 games out of first place, number 21 for Matt Morris.
And also sets a new club record with his 15th home victory. This was another well-pitched game. Some great timely plays. That last play by Vina was sensational. Remember Matheny throwing out picking off a runner. Edmonds making a great catch. Renteria had some great plays. Another team victory, and this team is coming together at the right.
Tony saw a 2-out walk as a bonus. And now Albert's got the count in his favor. He hits one to left center. He hits it well. Chasing it, Hermanson. It is up against the wall and out of here, according to the fans in the bleachers. 2-0 Cardinals. I told you Albert was in scoring position. He's driven in 128.
37th home run now. It gives
2. There they go. Swinging a ground ball off the glove of Ramirez. Coming around to score is Edmonds. Over to third where nobody's covering is McGuire. And the Cardinals lead 6-3.
By the running count, the ball puts pressure on the fastball, or would be a slider.
Looked like a fastball. Looks like a hit. Looks like a run. Looks like the Cardinals lead 7-3.
That's what I was talking about with Woody. A pretty good hitter.
And a bouncer out to short. They'll have to hurry. Renteria Vina. Game over. 6-4-3. Does anybody turn the double play better than those guys? Cardinals win 7-3. 90 wins, Al Roboski.
90 wins, 8 straight home wins. We're going to go on the road starting Tuesday with 3 in Milwaukee, and then the big showdown next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday against Houston Astros. We think it'll be a showdown, and it probably will be, but you can be very proud of these Redbirds. They are pushing in the right direction at the right time.
A combined 3-hitter for Williams, Hackman, Veers, Klein, and Timlin. The Redbird Express rolls on. Cardinals win at 7-3, a crowd of 4.
Saturday afternoon start after being skipped this past week. Double play ball to Renteria. To Vina. To Pujols. And Hermanson pops off the mound and back into the dugout. So the count in his favor. Hits to first. Bagwell throws wild. 1 run scores. Another comes to the plate. Tie game. First and third, only 1 out. Second error of the inning by Bagwell.
of all the odd things to happen.
Here comes a 1-2. Paquette reaches out and gets a base hit to center. It's 3-2 St. Louis. He has done that all year.
With 2 strikes, the good hitters.
Beyond. Hits one into deep right field. At the wall. It's a one-run game as Vigna gets number 9. Into left center field. Back is Berkman. Won't get it. That ball will roll all the way to the wall and put the Cardinals on top. A 2-run double by Matheny, and the Cardinals are up 6-5. Oh-2 pitch. Down the left field line, that's fair. Extra bases, Matheny will score. Into second is Vigna, and the Cardinals have a 7-5 fifth inning lead. On Tuesday evening. The 2-1. Polanco pops it up. Into right. Alou is there, and that dropped. A run will score, and Polanco into second. It's 8-5. The most routine of plays, and Alou dropped it in the shadows out in right. Well with a 3-2 fastball, or try to get him with a forkball.
I think you throw the forkball, take your chances.
He did go. The home plate umpire rings him up, 1 away. They appealed down to first. It looked like, Tim, Rapuano pointed.
Yeah.
And I think what he was doing was just ringing him up. The first base umpire said he didn't go. Third 2 out. That's ripped into right. Goodbye. Home run number 30, and it's a 4-run Cardinal lead. Have that luxury. 0-2 to Alou. Game over. Cardinals win at a final of 10-6, and they will play. These 2 teams will play tomorrow, Tim, for the division.
It will certainly take on a different color. These games, this game tomorrow. 1 game left.
Wow, what a game today. We had a little bit of everything. We want to remind you that the senior producer of the studio show is Scott Ackerson.
Gonzo needs to put the ball in play. It should be the only thing he's thinking.
Which he does not. A swing and a miss, and Morris with a huge out. His first in the opening inning. Williams asked for time. Sanders at third. Grace at first. 1 away. 2-2 to Williams. Struck him out with a breaking ball. Morris at his best when he's been in. Deep right center field. Edmonds at the wall. He leaps and he got it. Edmonds takes it away from Gonzalez to end the inning. I'm not sure it would have been enough, but Edmonds climbing the wall and crashing.
To get out of this inning, make him swing at a fastball.
Hit down the right field line and hit pretty well towards the corner. That ball is gone. Home run. Down the right field line for Pujols, and the Cardinals have taken a 2-0 lead. Tony La Russa told us yesterday, you can miss a pitch and hit a home run down the lines in this ballpark. Pujols was late, but he got enough up.
The rest of his ball field plays very, very big, very fair place. You want to know why Pujols has MVP type.
Well, he's certainly giving Johnson a battle, the 2-2. And a ball well hit in a deep left center field. That ball's going to the wall. Finley over to pick it up, and Williams with a leadoff double against Johnson here in the third inning. How about that? To strike out as anybody around, and a pitch on the way. Fly ball into left center field. This will bring in Williams from third. Gonzalez a catch. Williams tags and scores. Picture perfect baseball by the Cardinals. They get a double by the pitcher Williams. They bunt him to third. A fly ball gets him in. The old adage, get him over, get him in. 3-0 St. Louis. One World Series, giving the Twins the title over the Atlanta Braves. Check swing on a pitch in the dirt. They say he went around. Miller was on his way to first, and they appeal to Larry Young, and he says strike three. Dandy. 3-2 to Gonzalez. Strike three call. Tony La Russa was saying,
over the heart of the plate, you better put it in play.
Struck him out on a high fastball. That is a 7th strikeout of the game by
lefty himself.
Yes, indeed. Here's a 1-2. And a line drive caught by Williams. What a play by Woody Williams. That had base hit written all over it.
You want him to hit it right at one of the infielders in order to double him up.
Right back to Batista. He'll look to the plate. Throw to first. Here comes Edmonds. Safe at first, safe at home. Everything that could have gone right on the play for the Cardinals did go right. Everything that could have gone wrong for Arizona did go wrong. All year. Race, a little flare in a short center field. That ball, diving play made by Edmonds. What an effort by Edmonds in shallow center field.
This is what defines Edmonds as Edmonds did.
Now Matt Williams with 2 down and nobody on. A little roller off the end of the bat down to Pujols. He picks it up in fair ground, and that's out. Klein saves it for Woody Williams, who was spectacular here today.
We have seen 2 outstanding pitching performances from the Cardinals come into this place. When you talked about Schilling and Johnson, Morris pitched great and got the loss. Williams pitched great and gets the win, and they get to go home 1 apiece.
Our game produced by Jeff Gowan, directed by Jim Lynch. Our associate director is Derek Manning, and our broadcast associate Kevin Dresser.
Williams 0 for 7. Kyle looking for his 5th in a row, and he gets it. Darryl Kyle gets a standing ovation as now the 0-2 again. Up the middle, base hit. Here comes Grace, thrown by Edmonds. He's got a good arm, and Grace is gone. Inning over.
Say, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take the out, forget about Drew.
Edmonds hits one into deep right center field. Back is Finley at the wall. 2-0 St. Louis.
Double play ball. Vina comes home instead, and that's the second out of the inning. It's still tied. With Womack running, Vina didn't want to take the chance, and they get the lead runner at the plate, 2 out.
The Diamondbacks win tonight. Then it will be Curt Schilling and Randy Johnson that open against Atlanta.
That's well hit down into the right field corner. It's got a chance. It is a home run. Renteria goes deep, and it's 5-3 in the seventh.
Chuck Merriweather, the right field umpire, waited and waited and waited to make sure Renteria, with terrific hitting, was
possible that this game could only be.
Drew grounds one to the right side. That's a base hit. And it's a tie game, 1-1. Leads it off. Only 2 out of 10 in this series, and he lifts one into left field. Pretty well hit. Back at the wall. It's 2-1 St. Louis. Well hit down the line, might go. Home run. 4-1 St. Louis in the third inning. Runner at first, 1 out, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 5, 4, 3. And a big double play turned by the Cardinals behind Bud Smith. From Polanco to Vina and on to McGuire. Halfway through game 4, and the Cardinals lead by 3. And he lost his spot in their lineup to Mark Grace. Hits one deep into center field. Back is Edmonds at the wall for the out. Getting ready to put his foot up. Renteria flips. Vina in the middle. Got them both. Double play. And it was Pujols coming off the bag to get the second out. Renteria says, let's go to Phoenix. For those of you watching KSAZ in Phoenix and KTVI here in St. Louis, after these words, we'll send you to Fox's coverage of Game 3 of the Indians and Mariners. Following that will be Game 3 of the Yankees and A's. A 4-1 win for the Cardinals here in Game 4, forcing Game 5 tomorrow night. That'll be on the Fox Network at 7:30 p.m. Curt Schilling, Matt Morris. And tomorrow night's game will be brought to you by Budweiser. Tim and I will be back after this break as they save their best stuff and shut down the inning. Double play ball. That is tailor-made. 4-6-3, 2 out, nobody on.
More at first base. He had 14 stolen bases on the year.
Runner going. He stopped. And that'll be a 5-6-3 double play.
Reggie Sanders slipped at first base, and that cost the Diamondbacks.
Drew lines one into right field. Well hit. Back at the wall. Tie game. J.D. Drew has tied it with 2 out in the 8th.
He one-handed that over the fence. I think it was a hanging splitter.
Breaking ball got him, and the inning is over. Matt Morris, the 27-year-old right-hander.